Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski and welcome to another episode of How'd You Do That? And today we're going to make this fabulous Christmas gift tags and trim box. Okay, so just slide the belly band off. I finished the belly band off with some of our sweater trim ribbon and one of the tags that I've included in this cute little gift. This is just a window sheet that covers it, and some of the things that are in here I'll just walk through real quickly before we get started on our box. Now these are just some tags that I made. It is with Make a Mitten, that's a stamp set, and the Mitten Builder. In addition, this sweater trim, I love this ribbon. It's so nice and soft, perfect name for it, feels just like a sweater. So I've included an assortment of the Cherry Cobbler, Gumball Green, and the Whisper White. In addition, there are some little cards that are in here. These are 3x3 cards. They're like gift enclosure cards with the envelopes, which we carry as well. This was made from the Snow Festival. In fact, all of these products you'll find in the Holiday Mini Catalog from Stampin Up on pages 10 and 11 and 12. And this is the Snow Festival, like I mentioned. This is the paper here. And then the stamp set that I mentioned, as well as the matching punch and this sweater trim. Love the sweater trim. And then lastly, the last item featured in here is a product called the Handmade Holidays Stitched Felt. And that is on page 12 here. And this is what they look like, and you get a set, I want to say a set of 8 of them, and I've included 3 in here. So that makes for a great little gift, perfect for your Secret Santas, co-workers, gift exchanges, even teachers and child care providers, things like that. So let's get started. I'll show you on how to put that box together. The base of our box measures 8.5 by 7 inches, and you're going to score on all 4 sides 3¼ inches. Then what you'll do is you'll take your scissors and you'll trim each side piece up to the scored line. So I've trimmed them here, and then I've turned around and I've trimmed them here. Now the other thing that I've done is I've folded all the scored lines inwards on all 4 sides, and then I've added some sticky strip. Alright, so how our box is going to go together is you want that sticky strip to essentially be on the inside of your box, but it starts out on the outside. Alright, so you'll tear this apart, you'll pull these off, and sometimes I have to use my, there we go, my paper snips, and you'll just put your box together just like this. You're just matching the corners like that. Alright, so you'll do that on all 4 sides. And this is what your box looks like. Okay, next I want to talk about the cover. This is a window sheet, and I'm just going to use a colored piece of paper so I can show you some details on it. It measures 8 1/16 of an inch by 6 by 9/16, and you're going to score that 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. So let me talk a little bit about this 9 1/16, especially if you're using the new Stampin' Up! Trimmer. I'm going to come in really close here. Can you see this measurement right here? I'm going to point to it with, there you go. So here's 6. This is actually 6 1/2. And we need 6 9/16. And that is, 6 1/2 equals 8/16. So I would have cut it there if I just needed that, but I need to move it over just a smidge to get the 9/16. So I just wanted to share that tip with you. Alright, so one last tip on this, I have in here now is the clear sheet, and I've got it set to the 1/2 inch mark to do my scoring. Now I do recommend running this over. I'm putting a lot of pressure on it. I do it a few times to really get that score line. It's a little bit harder to fold these on the window sheets. Okay, so now I'm going to fold on all those edges for this one, and I like to do like an initial fold where that score line is, and then come in with my bone folder to really give it a nice crisp. There There we go, and that's going to help fold those window sheets a little bit easier for you. Okay, so I have folded all the edges on this, and then I also trimmed those little ends. So I'm going to go back to this so you can see what I'm talking about. So I took my paper snips and I trimmed up to that here and here, and here and here. All right, now this time, instead of the sticky strip, I'm going to use glue dots. I found that they worked a lot better with this. So again, how you'll do that is press a glue dot to here. So here we have one. Come in close so you can see this. All right, then I'm going to turn it like this and form my, oops, I didn't fold that very well, and form my corner of my top here. I'm going to go around and I'm going to do that, pretend there's a glue dot there. I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. Okay, so we're going to work on our inserts. This insert is actually done already. This is what the finished one would look like. You need 2 of them. They measure 7 inches by 3 7/16 of an inch. You're going to score them, score this way, at 3 1/4 inch, 4 inch, and 4 3/4 inch. And then to get this piece to look like that, you'll fold it on your score line so that the middle one is your mountain and your 2 sides is your valleys, and they're going to then adhere together. So I have a piece of sticky strip on the inside here. We'll just pull it off and you'll just fold this over, and now you have 2 inserts. You need 1 more insert which will attach the first ones we made to. Now this one measures 5 1/2 inches by 3, and you'll score it this way at 3 1/4 inch, 1 1/2 inch, and 2 1/4 inch. And again, you'll fold it so you have a valley and, excuse me, a mountain top, and the valley folds go out this way. Just like your other ones, you'll put a strip of sticky strip in the middle, and we're going to adhere that over. Okay, and there we go. We have our mountain on top and our valleys. Now I've gone ahead and I've put 2 pieces of sticky strip on the bottom flaps here, and what you're going to do is we're going to then attach these just like this. One is going to go this way and the other one is going to go that way, and that is the insert for our box. Alright, so then the last piece that you need is, this is for our belly band. This measures 8 1/2 by 1 1/4 inch, and then you're going to score it at 5/8 inch and 1 7/8 inch on both ends. Then you can see that I've already folded it, and then on this first fold I've put a piece of sticky strip on both ends. You need a second piece for this, which measures 5 1/2 inch by 1 1/4 inch. And then how this is all going to go together, let's take one of these off, and I like to slide that, excuse me, right into that fold area, and we'll just turn that over on it. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We'll just place that right into where it folds and put that over it. And there we go. And this is going to slide onto our box as our belly band. Okay, so let's put our entire box together. So here was the ones with the inserts that are attached, and this slides into the base of your box. Isn't that cool? Love that. And then we're going to add the cards. And like I said, these were just 3 by 3 cards that I made, and we'll just slide those in, and I think we'll put them in like this, and then we'll put these tags in, and then this piece here, this is the sweater trim, and what I did is, this is a piece of like thinner chipboard. It is 3 by 3, and I used a hole punch to just punch out partial little holes. I don't know if you can see that. Partial little holes for that. And then just wrap them and put that there. And then of course those hand stitch felt ornaments will slide right there. We'll put our cover on like that, and we'll slide our belly band. Cute little gift. Well, almost there. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that, and have fun making all kinds of these for yourself and your friends and your family. So be sure to stop by my blog at DOstampingwithDawn.com. I've got lots of great ideas and inspiration.